Hi everybody, it's Kind of Winner here, and today I'm going to be playing with the best team in FIFA 17. Now you might be asking yourself, is it Barcelona, Real Madrid, maybe Bayern Munich? But no, I'm going to be playing with a classic 11. I mean, just look at those stats. Just look at them for a second, okay? 92 attacking, 92 midfield, 93 defending. I mean, they're just insanely overpowered. It's a select team of legends that actually didn't make it into Ultimate Team, which is really a shame. But yeah, they're just superb. I'll let you look at their ratings in a minute. And I'm going to be playing against the World 11, which is a select group of players from the world's best. Now, there are a few other choices in there, but again, it's also a pretty superb team, like you're going to see in a minute. Now, the Classic 11 doesn't have many wide players yet. Just take a minute for those of you that don't know the Classic 11 just to look at those insane stats. Because a lot of people actually aren't aware of a Classic 11, which is a bit weird. Maybe it's because they don't make it into seasons, they're not in Ultimate Teams, so not many people are aware of this team. Also, it's just so overpowered that people that are aware of it don't really... I mean, it's just not fair to use them, right? Now, I didn't use any wide players here because I really wanted to go 4-3-3, but even the strikers, just look at their pace for a second. 93 sprint speed. I mean, you don't need wingers when you have that kind of pace. I mean, the players here are just so diverse, just pretty much every player could play every position. Okay, so we were here at kickoff, and right off the ball I gotta say that the Classic 11 feels a lot better than it does in previous FIFA games, because in previous FIFA games it always felt a bit clunky to me. The players felt kind of weird to use, kind of odd. They didn't feel like they didn't feel like the rating. They felt like they should feel better, and here everything about them just feels much smoother. They just feel overall much better as players. Don't get me wrong, they're insanely overpowered in previous FIFA games as well. I mean, just look at how many tackles I made back there. But here it just feels much more right to use them, to move the ball around with them. Gotta say, there are obviously some notable omissions to the Classic 11. I don't know if they just went... I really don't know why they specifically chose the players which they did, or why these players, if they already, you know, put them in the game, why you're not putting them in Ultimate Team or anything. But yeah, they all feel very, very good. It's just an insanely physical team. I mean, tackling here, some of these tackles should really be fouls, but we're just not. They're just so insanely physical, and I think maybe that's part of the reason that we feel so good in FIFA 17, because FIFA 17 is a much more physical game than its predecessors. So the added Classic 11's physicality just really makes them feel really, really good. Oh, wow, how did not get a shot? Yeah, like you can see here, you know, even if I'm losing the ball, I'm just getting it back so easily. They're just a ton of fun to use. Now, I gotta say about my FIFA skills, well, I'd say I'm pretty decent overall. I'm much better at FIFA 16 and FIFA 15. I really have to get used to FIFA 17, so I'm only playing on World Class. I'm not playing on Legendary, and I may not perform up to my standards, but this should it should hopefully make for an entertaining match, because I think it's going to be pretty close. Now, the Classic 11, the World 11, I mean, has some odd choices in it. I mean, like Mario Götze, for example, didn't really have such a superb season last season. He was benched a lot of times in Bayern Munich, and while he started his season off nicely in Dortmund, it's not like I'd put him, you know, in a team of the world's top players. Now, I think the World 11 is pretty much based on form. It's just a sort of team of the week that constantly changes. But, you know, a lot of the times just their choices are odd, because a player might not even be in such great form. And it's not really, you know, what I'd say is FIFA players top 11 to put in the game, so I'm really not sure what considerations they made for the World 11, but it's still a pretty cool team to play with occasionally. in FIFA.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Zico.
Tell me in the comments how you guys are enjoying FIFA 17 so far. Have you bought it? Do you think of buying it? I honestly highly recommend it so far because for me as a FIFA fan, it's well, it's a really superb game. At least gameplay-wise, I haven't really gotten to test out all the new features, but the added physicality just feels. I like to play very physical, so the added physicality just really feels great. But they also really improved the passing. I mean, FIFA 15 had FIFA 16. I mean, had a pretty interesting passing system, but it wasn't really pulled off that well. There were a lot of times that passes that really should work just weren't working. And it also puts more emphasis on pace this time around, like FIFA 15. So it's kind of a mix of FIFA 16 and 15. And the physicality just makes matches feel more frantic. You're just fighting much more for the ball, which is a lot of fun. So yeah, so far I'm really enjoying it. Hopefully the updates to Ultimate Team and everything will be good. Oh, that was actually not a half-bad shot. So far I really haven't been working my goalkeeper out that much, but I don't know if you guys noticed, but yeah, he's 93 rated, so he's even higher rated than Neuer. Now I'm not gonna say that this team is necessarily the best team in the game. I mean, yeah, a lot of the things that I said, but they do feel smoother this time around, they really do. But there are certain things that just won't completely work with a Classic 11 at times, at least for me. And sometimes they it takes some getting used to. I'll say that because while they're superb players, the Classic 11 as a team just plays a bit differently than you might expect. So far there haven't been many serious chances in the game. It's a pretty closely fought match. There's just a ton of fighting for every ball. Like you can see, it's pretty even in the stats. I haven't been able to get a shot across yet, but don't worry, I'll try to. It's going to get hopefully more exciting in the second half.
Not got a lot to live up to, has it?
Yeah, the commentators are also kind of being hard on me right now.
Best of ideas, and both managers will be getting stuck into their players.
But actually, we did reach some half chances. But if you know, I might have been able to take a shot across, it would have been a bit better.
Return ball. Miranda.
I gotta say, for those of you that only played the demo, at least for me, the final game just feels a bit smoother. It's easier to dribble, just dribble, you know, don't judge it only by the demo. If you didn't enjoy the demo that much, I mean, it's not drastically different, but there are certain improvements to elements that kind of frustrated me in the demo. A lot of the times I really want to pass with these players, but they're just so much fun to use. I gotta try going around players, even if it's not the smartest thing to do. But I'm going to try to be as efficient as possible with the ball to try and get a goal. Make it a bit more entertaining. Oh, that's a really nice looking attack. Just look at these players' pace, it's insane.
Good defending.
Oh, he really blocked my cross there. I was about to cross, but I didn't even manage to.
It's good work between these two.
See, I mean, the pressure that you could put on with these players.
Way through the 90 minutes, half an hour to go. Toure. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh.
Here's a chance to attack.
This isn't good.
Well, the ball deserved perhaps a better response from his teammates.
Yeah, all these players just are tanks. I mean, they're just so insanely physical. Oh, just look at the face. And that is how you do it. Actually, I was gonna dab, but I mean, with a legend like Brawler, maybe some people might find it a bit stupid. I mean, just honestly, I don't think this is a goal that I could have pulled off with any other team in the game. Maybe with Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, but I'm not even sure about that. I mean, just Cantona's insane pace, and then just that pitch perfect pass, and Voller knows exactly what to do with it, just stick it in the back of the net. So great job. And to make the stakes a bit higher, I'm going to go ultra attacking. Maybe it will give them a few more chances, it will give us a few more chances, so hopefully we should see more for Classic 11. Now, something I really love about the Classic 11 is just that sometimes, you know, out of nothing, the players will just try something spectacular, like I can have a corner, suddenly somebody will try a bicycle kick or whatever, so that's really cool. Okay, I think
the risk when you go to ground like that with a slide tackle of getting into serious trouble.
let's try crossing it in. I really like the new crossing system. It takes some getting used to, definitely, but whoa, that was almost a goal. It takes some getting used to, like I said, but off the line, man. Okay, now we're really getting some chances, making up for the first half. Shoot! Oh wow, that was really close. Like I was saying, I really like the new corner system because it feels more realistic. It adds a bit more. You feel more involved in where the ball is going to go. It takes some getting used to, definitely, like the new penalty system. But I think it's honestly for the best. I think, but honestly, once I do get used to it, it's going to be much more fun. Okay, I was really just trying to do a long shot with Cantona and just ended up being a seriously bad shot, but it really wasn't even from that far away, just making people wonder why I didn't take another touch, and honestly even I can't answer that.
That's a fine tackle.
I wonder if we'll pay for it. No, I mean even if I'm making mistakes and opening up the defense, and my defense doesn't even, whoa, really just look at that. Okay, that just was instinctive, that dab. I'm sorry for people that have respect for Uri Voin and feel that, I don't know, dabbing is kind of stupid. But would you just look at that goal? I mean, the long shots in this game are just so fun.
Restarting at 2-0. Bale. Nice interplay between the two.
The players just stand on the pitch so well, and that's something I gotta say for the game as a whole. A lot of your midfield players just, you know, locate themselves on the pitch much more logically than in previous titles. Sometimes I would feel like in previous games that my defense could kind of be opened up just because I was unlucky. Not really because anything that I did, but players were just positioning themselves really stupidly. Here it just feels a lot better. See, I'm just winning every header. Her passing is just superb.
2 minutes of added time. That's what it says on the board. Jordi Alba. Over to Boniek. Here's a chance to attack.
Oh, that was not a good pass.
Well, they've been thwarted
well,
here.
Despite me going ultra attacking, it seems it just gave me the edge instead of making it competitive. So that's it for this video, and like you can see, the Classic 11 is just superb. Now, granted, it's not really fair if you play against a friend to use this team, but honestly, I recommend that you try it. A lot of people aren't aware of it, so yeah, use the Classic 11. It's insanely fun to use, and I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.